My name is Sophia. My friends said my grandfather was a kind man with secrets. One day, I found an old letter in his box, and my life changed. My old life was peaceful in a village called Meadowvale. The houses were close, and people smiled at me. My father was a woodcutter, chopping trees every morning. My mother wove baskets to sell. Our home was small but full of love. I had a little sister who loved to dance, and I adored her giggles. I had a dream, a quiet one. I wanted to be an artist. I loved painting. Colours on paper were my joy. I dreamed of showing my art to the world. My parents cheered me on. "Sophia, you have talent," they said. "Keep going." They worked hard to send me to art school in the town of Riverton. I was so happy there. One afternoon, I opened the letter. It was from my grandfather, written years ago. "I'm sorry, Sophia," it said. "I hid my paintings. Look for them." My heart raced. Why did he hide them? That evening, my parents called me to the kitchen. Their faces were sad, and my stomach tightened. Something was wrong. My father looked away. My mother took my hand. It was cold. "Sophia," she said, "we need help." I didn't understand. "What's wrong?" I asked. My father sighed. "The wood business failed. We owe money. A rich merchant, Mr. Edward Hale, can save us. He wants to marry you." "Marry?" I was only 19. I wanted to paint, not wed. "No," I said, shaking my head. But I saw their tears. They needed me to save our family. I looked at our little house, hearing my sister's laughter in my mind. Her future was important too. I closed my eyes and whispered, "Okay, I'll think about it." I didn't know Mr. Hale. My parents said he was 38 and owned a big store in Riverton. His family once helped my grandfather, a faint tie from the past. The idea of marriage scared me, but the letter burned in my thoughts. I wanted to find those paintings. The day to meet Mr. Hale came too soon. I didn't want it. My mother sewed me a green dress, but I felt like a puppet. My friends from Meadowvale came, wishing me luck with smiles. They didn't see my fear. I smiled back, but it was fake. In a small hall near the school, I waited. Whispers filled the air as the door opened. A man walked in, tall, in a dark coat, with grey hair and serious eyes. He didn't smile. He stood by me, looking straight ahead. My heart beat loud, heavy with worry. This was Mr. Hale, my future husband. The meeting was quick. He spoke little, his voice deep. He gave me a cold ring, and suddenly, I was promised to him. I was Sophia, but I felt gone. At the small party, I sat beside him. We didn't talk. He ate quietly, watching others, not me. I felt like a shadow. My family tried to speak with him. He was polite but silent. Then it was time to leave. Saying goodbye broke my heart. I hugged my mother, her tears on my cheek. "Be happy, Sophia," she whispered. My father held me tight. "He'll help us," he said. My sister cried. I climbed into a shiny car, new to me. Mr. Hale sat far away. As we drove, Meadowvale faded. My old life was over. The car was quiet, and I was too afraid to speak. His face was like stone. The drive to Riverton was long, dark, and silent. The city lights grew bright, so different from Meadowvale's soft glow. We stopped at a huge house, like a castle. A tall gate opened slowly, and we drove in. The house was dark and still. A woman in a grey dress greeted us. "Welcome, Mr. Hale." "Welcome, Mrs. Sophia," she said, her voice flat. Mr. Hale walked inside without waiting. I followed, feeling small. The house had shiny floors and a big staircase, cold like a museum. The woman, Mrs. Clara, led me to my room. "This is yours, madam," she said. "My room, not ours." It was larger than my village home, with a soft bed and a wide window showing only dark buildings. Mrs. Clara left, and I was alone. I sat on the bed, its comfort not reaching me. I cried for my family, my village, and my dream of painting. A knock surprised me. The door opened, and Mr. Hale stood there, his eyes hard to read. I froze, my heart racing. Was this my new life? I thought he'd be mad at my tears, but he said, "You're tired. Rest." That was all. He didn't come closer or touch me. He looked at me, then left, closing the door gently. I was confused. I expected anger, not this cold distance. Alone again, I didn't know where he slept. I cried myself to sleep in the big empty bed. The next morning, sunlight woke me. For a moment I thought I was home. Then I remembered, and my heart sank. I dressed in simple clothes and went downstairs. The house was silent. In the kitchen, Mrs. Clara greeted me. "Good morning, madam," she said, no smile. "Mr. Hale left for work early. He returns late." I ate alone at a huge table, the food tasteless. I missed my mother's bread. This was my new life, lonely in a grand house. Days passed the same way. I woke alone, ate alone, wandered the empty house alone. Mr. Hale left before dawn and returned after I was in my room. Sometimes I heard his steps, but I didn't see him. I felt like a bird in a golden cage, beautiful but trapped. The house had fine things, but no joy. I missed Meadowvale's fields, the sun, and my friends' voices. Mrs. Clara was nice but quiet, focused on her tasks. 2 weeks went by, and I barely knew Mr. Hale. I wondered if he disliked me, a village girl, not a city woman. Maybe he regretted our promise. One day I found a room with old paintings. My heart jumped. Could these be grandfather's? I touched the frames, feeling close to my dream. The door opened. Mr. Hale stood there, home early. My heart raced. He looked tired, loosening his coat. "Hello," he said softly. "Hello," I whispered. Silence felt heavy. He saw the painting in my hand. "Do you like art?" he asked. I nodded. "Yes, I paint." He picked up a brush from the table. "My mother painted," he said, handing it to me. I thanked him, surprised. He left. It was a small moment, but it meant something. After that, I left a lamp on for him and asked Mrs. Clara about his likes. I cooked and left food out. In the morning it was gone. He ate, though he never said so. One day I worked in the garden. The flowers were weak, but I loved them. I pulled weeds, feeling alive. Mr. Hale found me at sunset. "It looks better," he said. I blushed. "Thank you, I love gardens." He looked at the roses. "My mother loved them too. She died long ago." His voice was sad. I saw him as a person, not a stranger. "I'm sorry," I said. "Don't be. You're bringing them back," he replied. We watched the sunset, the silence calm. Life in the big house began to feel warmer. Mr. Hale came home earlier. We ate dinner together, first in silence, then talking. I told him about Meadowvale, my sister's dances, my father's wood. I shared my dream of being an artist. He listened, asking questions. He spoke of his store, a family business after his father's death. It was hard, leaving him alone. I realized we were alike, two quiet souls. One stormy night, thunder shook Riverton. I always feared storms, hiding with my mother. Alone in my room, a loud clap made me scream. I hid under the covers, shaking. A soft knock came. Mr. Hale entered with a candle. The power was out. "Are you okay?" he asked, seeing my fear. I nodded, unable to speak. He sat on the bed's edge, not touching me. It's just a storm. It will pass, he said calmly. He told me how he feared storms as a boy. His voice calmed me. He stayed until it ended, and I slept feeling safe. In the morning he was gone, but something changed. He wasn't just my promise, he was my friend. We grew closer, laughing together. His smile softened his face. I looked forward to our evenings. One day he brought a box. For you, he said. Inside were paints and canvases. You want to paint, he said. Try here. You're talented. Tears came, happy ones. He remembered my dream. Thank you, Mr. Hale, I said. I painted daily, the colours lighting my spirit. He asked about my work, proud of me. The house felt like home. I filled it with garden flowers, cooked like my mother, played soft music. One night by the fireplace we looked at my paintings. The fire warmed his face. I felt care for this kind man. I rested my head on his shoulder. He smiled, holding me. Sophia, he whispered. Mr. Hale, I said, smiling. I'm happy. Me too, he replied, kissing me softly. My new life began with hope, not fear. My promise day wasn't the end. It was a new start. It began with worry and loneliness, but grew into something beautiful. I learned life can surprise you. Care can grow in unexpected places, like a flower in hard soil. You need patience and an open heart. My parents thought Mr. Hale was a good man, and they were right. He was my partner, my friend. The letter led me to grandfather's paintings in the attic, hidden masterpieces. I showed them to Mr. Hale, and he smiled, saying, They're amazing. Maybe you're listening on English Learning Stories today, September 052, 2025, at 7:15 a.m. EDT, and feel lost or scared. That's okay. Fear is part of life. Don't give up. Life can turn dark days into bright ones. A hard beginning can lead to joy. My story proves it. A girl from Meadowvale found art and care with Mr. Hale. I'm painting every day, building a life with him. Your story can be happy too. Keep going, keep dreaming. Life has a way of working out, even when it's tough. Never stop believing.